Hi guys, welcome back again to Uncut with Uju. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. If this is your first time, please don't make it your last. Subscribe. So in today's video,
breaking news. In case if you don't know, national grid has collapsed again for the I don't know how many times. So as a matter of fact, the whole place in Nigeria is in a total blackout. I'm going to let you guys watch the videos and the announcements we heard, because a lot of Nigerians kept wondering what could be the problem. Why is it safe to say that our grid collapses every single day? A minister in Nigeria was able to share with everyone the reason why we have such thing happening currently in Nigeria. According to this minister, he said it's because Nigerians are battling with local, or should I say old infrastructure, and if nothing is done about it, then Nigerians should expect more blackouts throughout the year. I'm going to let you guys watch the video, and of course how a lot of Nigerians have been seen reacting. Some of them said things like, please right now Nigerians should humble themselves and ask Ghanaians for the way out, because we all know that Ghanaians have constant electricity. Why some people went ahead to say that it is because Nigerians wanted to extort from us. The government wants to extort from Nigerians because they increased the fuel prices. A lot of Nigerians are no longer patronizing fuel. They decided to take off the light so that people can go ahead and keep getting fuel. And in case if you don't know, fuel is around 1213 per liter. Without wasting much of time, let me show you guys the news and of course how a lot of people have been seen reacting on social media.
Away from that, Nigeria has once again been plunged into darkness following the collapse of the national power grid on Tuesday afternoon, leaving millions without electricity and impacting businesses and essential services nationwide. Now, this latest collapse marks yet another in a series of grid failures in November 2024, highlighting ongoing challenges within the energy infrastructure. Now, according to the Nigerian system operator, power generation dropped to 0 megawatts around 2 p.m., affecting all 22 operational power generation companies across the country. The Transmission Company of Nigeria confirmed the collapse, describing it as a partial disturbance that began at approximately 1:52 p.m. due to a series of line and generator trippings that destabilized the grid. The TCN has, however, released a statement assuring Nigerians that ITS engineers are working to restore bulk power supply to the affected areas as swiftly as possible.
The epileptic power supply we're experiencing in Nigeria is not the power minister's fault. It is as a result of old equipment, according to what the minister said. Let me explain.
The truth of the matter is we have old infrastructure. We have a national grid that's more than 50 years old. We have a national grid whose transmission lines are old. The towers are falling. And the substations, the transformers are old. In fact, the transformer that actually exploded in Jeba was 47 years old. We've been trying to revamp this, to change them, but they cannot all be changed overnight.
You heard him. According to the Minister of Power, most of the equipment we use in Nigeria, the power grid, the transformers, or mostly the cables, most of those things are older than us. Most of them are 50 to 60 year old, 40 years old equipment they're using. Most of those transformers were bought in the 1980s and out of date. And most of them are out of date and no longer relevant in today's service. So those things have been used and used and used and become useless. So that is why we're experiencing a lot of power grid collapse. Most time it's not even the grid that is collapsing, it's the transformers that are collapsing. So you heard it from him. And also a lot of money has been spent into those things that it needs to be replaced. So now bring us to the question that what happens to all those billions of dollars that has been invested in power over the years? So does it mean that they've not been buying new ones or they've just been maintaining the old ones? Anyway, this is Nigeria. So you tell me what you think about this in the comment section. But
he asked a very vital question. Is it that Nigerians do not have money to get a new one, or are they just trying to find a way to extort the innocent indigents? Meanwhile, watch more videos.
This national grid, when they talk national grid, want to spoil a lie. You can't want to suspend about this national grid. Because when fuel don't cost, nobody won't buy fuel again. Since I won't use fuel, take rich on herself. People don't afford fuel again. When I don't offer the whole light, maybe go buy fuel. More than reason now. Because many people every day drive their motor, nobody they want you. For we are there, we be big my food, nobody they want you again. For night if they work everywhere they dark. Everyone they compromise. Now they don't come off the light, make main light no come at all. Many people feel they buy the fuel. This is not a national grid failure or collapse. Nothing collapse. Now many people go buy that and nonsense for where they want to reach themselves. They don't do it. Guess what? We go see the darkness. We go pay 200 now to charge our phone, to charge our power bank. See that first we no go buy it. One that don't tire, when I will carry that fuel, go back to 200 naira. This national grid collapse. I want put myself. When I want you to take this scam people. Nothing collapse. You see that first we no see buyer. We no go see buyer. We no see buyer. Nothing collapse. The fuel where people not buy for again. People know they buy for again. Look at that thief. You know they before the Nigeria go say buy. Nigeria go say buy. Money not there anywhere again. When I don't tire, when I go cover the collapse, bring back our lights. You go see our first one.
think this is the 956th time National Grid is collapsing this year. So I won't be stressing myself to be recording video every time to tell you that National Grid don't collapse. I'll be reposting this video whenever National Grid collapse. So for now, them say National Grid don't collapse. That's why maybe you are experiencing, slow or lack of electricity in your area. So let me tell you this, and I'll be reposting this video whenever National Grid collapse. So whenever you see me do like this, and I put this picture, it don't collapse. This is how the video will start. So let's start it again. So they say National Grid don't collapse. Yes. So I will just repost the video anytime National Grid collapse, and I won't be stressing myself to record new ones.
My people, not be smart, National Grid don't collapse again. Yeah, this one now they make up about 5 times where this National Grid don't collapse in this month. And what is happening in this country, Nigeria? And when rainy season be there, that time where rain they fall like 7 days rain, 14 days rain, 21 days rain, every day rain they fall back to back. Light come they steady. Everybody come they enjoy lights. People come they say, if you say this Tinubu government now they try you for lights. Say the other government, lights not the day, but if you say this Tinubu government now lights we come they steady. I know they tell those people say all this thing when that they talk. So Nigerians too they forget. Nigerians too they forget waiting they don't pass through for this country. And when we don't suffer finish, just one day where something go do like say change a little, we don't forget the past thing we don't already suffer from. I tell people say all these lights where they day like this. Now because of say rainy season day, cold the rain they fall every day. You hardly load the equipment for electricity because of say weather don't already they chill. When they leave van, make this dry season come. Now that time you know whether lights the day or not. Now since this month where dry season where sun start to they come out, the only thing where they use they give us excuse for this country be say National Grid don't collapse. National Grid don't collapse. National Grid don't collapse. What is this? All this National Grid where no collapses. You know collapses where rainy season they follow. Since where 27 days rain, 7 days rain, every day rain they fall, cold they catch people up and down. Now immediately we don't enter Vermont now. Now this National Grid called the collapse. And they tell people say when Nigeria go better now when we start to realize wetin be the problem of our country. When we start to know say now people where they lead us now them be the problem of this country, Nigeria.
The weather is insanely hot. I don't know why this is really happening. Like, what is the problem? I was able to play the minister's video where he talked about the fact that the infrastructures are old. If you look at him, you can see that he's even frustrated. I think people are tired of talking. Nigerians are tired of complaining. And the problem of Nigeria is Nigeria, to be very honest. They're not talking about the fact that fuel is scarce. The prices are way too outrageous. People are struggling, that there's no money to eat. And then you want them to channel the energy to buy those fuel expensive to fuel their generators. The people call us Generator Republic, like the likes of Ghanaians, they call Nigerian Generator Republic because that is what we deserve. And then you guys are not trying to improvise. You're not trying to plan a way out. When Sabalo went to Ghana, he was jubilating that he saw generator in Ghana. Like literally, every other country in this world has generator. So therefore, we're not the only one that faces light issues. I'm sharing this thing to educate a lot of Nigerians that see this does not happen in Ghana. They've worked it out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to film a video of the new solar system. I think it's going to be commissioned in November in Ghana. This is a country that is intentional. I don't know. I don't even know how to put mouth. But the truth remains that Nigerians are frustrated. I was able to show you guys the teller, we need electricity for everything. Without electricity, how do people work? How do people, you cannot create content without electricity. You are sweating, you are frustrated, you cannot sew clothes without electricity. Your freezers have turned to cupboards without electricity. Nothing is definitely going to work without electricity. You cannot even plan without electricity because we all know that electricity has, you need electricity to do a lot of things. Some hospitals are closing down because they cannot afford fuel prices, they cannot afford diesel, they cannot afford inverter, they cannot even afford solar system. I don't really know what is going on, you guys. The collapsing is getting out of hand, and to be very honest, a typical Nigerian is frustrated. I would like to know what you guys think in the comments. Do you have lights where you stay in Nigeria? Let me know, because where I stay is in a total blackout. Since yesterday, there is no light. But I still want to know what you think in the comments. Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? I'm literally tired of coming out all the time talk about National Grid. The earlier we address this thing, the better for us. Take care.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and do well by hitting subscribe button to be part of this great community. I will see you all in my next video. Stay happy, be kind, and be blessed. Bye guys.